Hi, I'm so happy you're here. Welcome to the Let's Keep Moving with Risha podcast. This is Risha. I'm a motivational speaker, content creator, and I love talking about things that will help you keep moving in your life, especially in areas like your overall life, mental health, love, and growth. So if you're ready, let's keep moving. Minsan talaga marirealize mo na you don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to figure it all out yourself. Kaya kung napansin nyo for the past few weeks, madalas ako nagtatanong kung ano yung gusto nyong marinig pa from me. What do you guys want to know? What are your current problems? Kasi honestly, as much as I want to answer all of you guys, it's just so impossible to answer all of your queries about life, to give advices. So hopefully, through podcasting, I get to do that. Kasi, motivational reels, videos are so much different from this 30-minute to 1-hour talk with you. And I feel like this is a very personal way for me to connect with all of you. So hopefully, yung mga nasasagot natin sa podcast natin is touching you, is helping you. For sure, it's helping you kasi ang dami ko ding naririnig na kind words from everybody telling me that my podcast is saving them. Super, super grateful for that. So one of the things that a lot of people are asking me is, how do I manage it all? How do I keep my spark? How do I keep the fire burning within me? How do I become so consistent? And tanong din yan ng manager na minit ko last week. And right now, I do have my manager na, and it's so fun. It's so amazing. It feels different when you know na someone you don't know yet fully believes in you. So, parang tinanong nila sa akin last time, how do I get to manage it all? Kasi alam nila na nagsuschool pa ako and I do stuff with content creation. I do motivational speaking. So there's just a lot, like literally a lot. I would always tell this, I don't. I do it by trying. Right now, I'm still building systems to automate things and I don't want to rush the process. But I'm getting there. Like, honestly, I'm getting there. I just wanna honor my season. I just wanna honor my phase. Kasi, hindi ako to before. Like, looking back 5 years ago, 2019 or 2020, this is not me. And to tell you guys a little bit about myself 5 years ago, grabe ang tagal na, diba? So, I don't feel like I'm old, pero after all the experience, I kind of feel like I am. I'm only 21, turning 22. Pero, I've been through a lot. It's not my age that determines someone's experience or someone's capabilities and credentials. It's the experience and the grit talaga to do things. So, before kasi, estudyante lang talaga ako. Like, hindi din ako super creative when it comes to stuff. Ako, ang cycle ko lang before, bahay, school, tapos konting gala with friends, then bahay. And it doesn't happen every day. Madalas bahay, school lang, bahay, school. So, nung may calling on my end to become a content creator, to follow what I want, to pursue my passion, to be creative, I took it. And I took it and I embrace it fully. Kasi hindi sasayang yung opportunity. I would not have the opportunity if I'm not ready. Sabi nga dun sa IG video na napanood ko, being ready, it's not a feeling, it's a decision. You are the only person who can tell that you're ready. And hindi na malalaman ng ibang tao kung ready ka ba nung ginawa mo yun. People judge. Regardless of all the possible reasons na they shouldn't judge. At some point, I still believe that, yes, I am young. And when you're young, we can simply put an end to do things. Sabi nga, you should not be determined by your age, by your race, by your skin color, by your beauty. Kasi you don't have to be at a certain point, at a certain age, at a certain stage of your life to do something, to be part of something bigger, to be of difference. And I believe na we're here to try. We're here to do what we love. We're here to be passionate about it. And we're here to be full out when it comes to our dreams. And sometimes, kung mapapansin nyo, yung consistency ko It's consistent because I always make sure I come back. I'm not creative every day. I'm not full out every day. I do not have it all figured out every single day. And sometimes, pag na-exhaust mo na yung sarili mo, pag feeling mo ubos ka na, pag magaling ka na, like somehow sa isang bagay, and ginagawa mo na siya, then na-burn out ka, then tinamad ka, how do you actually get your spark back? How do you go back? How do you know if it's for you? Kasi baka isipin mo, baka kaya napagod ako kasi hindi naman talaga that for me. Hindi talaga siya para sa akin. Baka kaya napagod ako sa ginagawa kong yun ay hindi talaga siya for me, or baka I meant for something else. Pero baka yun na talaga yung para sa'yo. Hindi mo lang talaga pinag-isipan ng maayos kasi umalis ka kaagad. Kasi hindi mo inintindi. Kasi you did not give yourself grace to understand things or even step back. Kasi I feel like ang daming makaka-relate. Ang daming makaka-relate in a sense na feeling kasi natin, when we found the one, when we found the best thing for us, the best job, the best career, the best life, we feel like it's going to be the best every day. Feeling natin, ito na yung magbibring ng happiness every single day, like consistent. And kapag hindi na nito na-fulfill yung some parts of you, feeling natin maling decision na. Feeling natin we have to leave na agad. Pero it only takes a few decisions away bago mo pag-desisyonan kung ito ba yung for you or not for you. Kasi 'di ba dumadating tayo sa point, especially pag adulting, pag early 20s, bigla mong marirealize na hindi naman ako ganito before. Hindi naman ako ganitong tamadan before. Parang nag-excel ako before eh. Magaling ako dito before eh. Bakit ganito na lang ngayon? Bakit nawalan ako ng gana? So the thing that we are going to answer for today's episode is, when you're so good at something, when you're so passionate about something, when you feel like you're on top of the world, and then you felt like the world is against you, how do you get your spark back? How do you come back stronger? And that, my friend, is what we're going to talk about today. So if you're ready to discover and to know if na-experience mo na or hindi pa, or feeling mo malapit ka na doon, if you're curious to know how to get your spark back, then without further ado, let's keep moving. Let's get straight to the point na hindi na ako magpapaligoy-ligoy pa. Take a break. Like, my friend, take a break. Like, literal na break. Ako personally, hindi ko alam kung kailan ako nakapag-break. Kasi I work during the weekends. And it's weird kasi I'm only in my early 20s. Grabe, 21 pa lang po ako. But I work like I have 5 kids. And my parents know that. Even ngayong bakasyon, nagugulat sila na daw ba yung mga ginagawa ko. Bakit bakasyon na naman daw? Ang dami ko pa din ginagawa. Bakit super busy na ako? Wala pang school. Wala pa akong units ngayon. Magsa-start pa lang ulit. And bakit ako super busy? In my defense, I love what I do. Who gets to do it all, diba? I love that I get to be able to be creative. I get to be passionate with what I'm doing. I get to inspire people. I get to harness and upskill. You know, I have all the means to do that. And I loved it. I would choose this cycle all over again, even on another lifetime. Ganon ko po kamahal yung ginagawa ko. Pero just because you love something doesn't give you the right to do it every day with no break. Kasi doon na nagli-lead na baka ma-burnout ka, baka mapagod ka. So in order for you to get your spark back, sandali lang. It's time for you to take a break. I don't know how to stress this fully enough, but really do nothing. As in, like, you're listening to me and I'm looking at you, do nothing. You don't have to be somewhere else. Hindi mo kailangan magpunta ng Boracay, hindi mo kailangang magbakasyon, hindi mo kailangang pumunta sa iba't ibang lugar. Like, do nothing and be present. Like, please be present. Be where you are. Sometimes, even if you're not doing anything, you still feel tired. Why? Because you're thinking about what you're supposed to do. You feel tired because you're thinking of the things that you're supposed to be doing, even if you know that you should be resting. I know natatamaan ka kasi super sipag mo din, kasi super passionate ka din sa work mo, but taking a rest pays off, and it pays off rapidly. Like, sobrang bilis lang ng pagre-regain mo ng energy if magpapahinga ka. Kahit saglit lang, kahit 1 to 2 hours a day lang, to take yourself out from the hustle, to take yourself out from everything. Take a rest. For the past couple of months talaga, I have no break. I work during the weekends. You know, my weekend doesn't feel like it's a weekend. My weekend feels like Monday already. It took me a long time to really let go of the things that are not serving me anymore. I don't know, but there are things in your life na kapag nakapagpahinga ka at napag-isipan mo ng mabuti, it will call you to drop it off. To drop it all off. I mean, if you don't enjoy it long enough, then explore other things that you will enjoy kahit nahihirapan ka. Kasi may ganun, 'di ba? Even if nahihirapan ka, nag-enjoy ka. Even if ang sarap magreklamo, hindi ka nagrereklamo kasi ginusto mo at masaya ka doon. Pero there are also things that are worth letting go. I mean, in my case, there are things na I don't enjoy anymore, and I feel like I'd be covered for the next few months if I'll just be smart about it. So, I don't want to stick long enough with something just because I should be grateful. I understand how grateful you are with everything. I understand how grateful you are with the work you're doing. I understand that it's your bread and butter. I understand that this is your life for the very long time. But it's time to take a step back and see if it's really serving you. And once you take some or enough rest, then that's the time you assess things. Can I safely go out from this? Kasi kung gusto mo naman talaga, I mean, kung gusto mo talagang magstay on anything, do something. And you can do this the right way. Because only you can tell if this is the right way or not the right way. In our generation, naging sobrang relevant at naging super thing ang hustling. Na if you want to quit your 9 to 5 job, then start doing side hustle. And nung nagsa-start kasi ako mag-work as an assistant, I would do that with my friends. Like, okay, apply kayo online kasi there's a great opportunity. And lagi kong sasabihin sa kanila na try it kasi you will earn like you're working full-time, but you're only working part-time. And I think that's the very core of it. Pero at some point, you also have to inspire other people to check in with themselves kung kaya ba nila. Kung kaya ba ng katawan nila, kung kaya ba ng mental health nila. Kasi not everybody is as resilient as everybody else. Hindi lahat may energy to do that. Hindi lahat may energy to go beyond. Even if I do inspire others to go beyond, there are things that are not worth taking. So, it's recommended. And I'm telling this to you and you're not hearing this by accident, okay? Take a break. It does pay to take a break. Ang return ng pagpapahinga, ang return ng pag-check-in sa sarili mo, ang return ng paggawa ng wala, I mean, doing nothing, it pays off big time. And you will only realize that once you do it. You know, you won't be convinced just because I'm telling this to you. Just by simply hearing words from me. But you will be convinced if you do that. Take a break. Okay? So that's the first thing. Honestly, sometimes you really have to walk away. And you have to look at the things that you are giving your energy into and realize that even if you could stay, you could also make the brave choice to walk away, to step back, to take a break, and analyze things. Life is about regaining your energy back lang din. Magugulat ka na lang in the future. Nakakatakot, personally, yung singil kapag hindi tayo nagpapahinga. So, that's the first one. Second is, revisit your passions. When it's time for something new, you will feel it eh. When it's time for something better, you will feel it. You will feel a desire to let go. You will feel a desire to shed your layers. And you will feel a desire to move and to recreate things. But what if you only try revisiting what once made you feel alive? What once made you feel yourself? What once made you feel happy? I once asked myself, is this really worth letting go? I mean, marami tayong nakikitang tao sa iba't ibang industry na nag-quit because they were too burnout. 'Di ba? I mean, hindi lahat ng tao mag-work sa isang particular industry even if they're career was really going well. Some of them gave up their passions. Some of them gave up even if they were already at the peak. And it's reasonable for some people. It's reasonable to give up for some people. But sometimes we make this decision not from a place of peace, but from a place of fear. Kasi for me, I'd like to give my passions one more try before I give it all up. Gusto ko na ibigay ko na lahat bago ako umalis. And para walang regret, 'di ba? Kasi masakit 'yon na parang in the future, ay, sana nagstay ako. Like, that's the worst thing. I would not say that. Sana nagstay ako. Sana tinry ko. Sana sumubok pa ako ulit. Na-feel ko yan nung nag-engineering ako. Sabi ko talaga, alis ako dito and I would not have any regret. Kasi quitting is the best decision of my life. Quitting engineering was the best decision of my life. And kung tatanungin niyo ako ngayon, yes, I still made sure na hindi ko sasabihin na what if nagstay ako. Kasi, I gave it all eh. Like, binigyan ko siya ng 3 semesters. I tried, I showed up, but I just really cannot. Like, I don't wanna be there. And I'm happy kasi other aspects of my life, my career, my personal development worked after quitting. Kasi you want to become successful, dapat wala ka ng ibang option but to be successful. Dapat ibigay mo na yung best mo at wala ka ng regrets dapat. Kasi nandiyan na yan eh. Ayaw mo na parang dadating ka na lang at any point of your life na, sana nagstay ako. What if tinry ko? What if binigyan ko pa ng isa pang chance? What if binigyan ko pa ng isang try? And there was this one time back in May na this is the first time I'll be telling this, ha? I had to be honest about it kasi this is what this podcast is for. Honesty, being vulnerable, and taking this opportunity to let yourself be vulnerable as well. Kagaya ng palagi kong sinasabi sa mga previous episodes ko. There was this one time back in May na I feel completely out of my league. I fell out of love from doing talks. And like seriously, I've been canceling talks because I feel anxiety attack. I wish I can tell with these people na I'm having anxiety attacks. I'm really not feeling well, not because I am having fever or cold, but because I'm really not feeling well. And it's hard to explain, and I don't feel like myself. But at the back of my head, I can't simply give up my first love. I can't simply give up speaking. Like, di ba? I can't simply give up speaking. I can't simply give it up. So what I did is I took a break and I had to revisit it by doing talks again. Kaya our second tip nga for getting your spark back is to revisit your passions. So yeah, that's what I did. I had to revisit it even if I don't want to, even if my body says no, even if I sucked, even if it sucks, even if I had to talk to myself again in front of the mirror, I'd like to give it one more try. And I'm so happy I did not make a rush decision to give it up, to quit even content creation, diba? It's a matter of doing the conscious effort to regain your energy back. Kasi you can't simply expect the world to heal you. I hope you realize how much you needed to hear that. You can't simply expect the world to heal you. You have to do the conscious effort on your end to help the world heal you. Hindi mo pwedeng i-expect ang ibang tao, ang mga taong nasa paligid mo, ang mga kaibigan mo, ang mga taong nagmamahal sa'yo to heal you. They cannot do that eh. They cannot bring your spark back because only you can do that. Siguro naging reckless ka before or careless ka before nung hinayaan mo yung iba na kunin yung power mo, na hinayaan mo yung iba na i-drain ka, na hinayaan mo yung iba na i-exhaust yung energy mo. But this time, let me tell it to you. You cannot let people heal you because you're the only one who can do that. You have to believe that life is happening for you, not to you. Like all the things, even if it's bad, even if it's good, it's all happening for you. Everything around you is serving its purpose. And it's serving its purpose for your highest good. You can choose to live in a state of victimhood, or you can decide to live from a place of peace and being a champion yourself. It's hard. I'm really telling you right now, it's really hard. But we choose our heart. So I hope you're gaining insights from this. So if you found value in this podcast, I'd truly appreciate it if you can take a moment to give this episode a 5-star rating on your preferred podcast platform, specifically here on Spotify, because your ratings and reviews really help me and us reach more people and continue delivering meaningful content with everybody. So that 5-star rating is really, really a lot for us, and it would really make a huge difference. So thank you so much. The third thing that I'd like to point out, and I'd like to really give emphasis on this, and that's the reason why I put it to the last part, is that you have to know your purpose. Kasi there's a lot of things happening eh. It could be kaya mo na-lose yung spark mo ay dahil hindi naman talaga to for you. Or baka kaya na-lose tong spark na to ay dahil for you talaga to. And honestly, I don't know. And for sure, you neither. But how would you know if you won't give it another try? How would you know if this is your purpose or not if you won't give it a try? At least again. You have to answer the question talaga. No one is going to answer it for you. Why are you here? Why are you really here? Why are you feeling this way? Ask yourself, who do you think you really are? And why do you think you're here? What's the biggest purpose why you're here? Sabi nga, our purpose is not something presented to us. Hindi naman tayo pinanganak na okay, ito magiging doktor ka someday. Hindi naman tayo pinanganak na okay, ikaw magiging speaker ka someday. No. Our purpose is somehow a result of all the decisions we made and the decisions we're going to make. Our purpose is something we discover. Our purpose is something we have to pursue. Our purpose is something you find. Your purpose is something for you to try. A lot of us think that, I don't know my purpose. I don't know what I should talk about online. I don't know what I'm here for. I'm not good. I'm not good enough. Hindi naman ako magaling. Hindi ako nag-excel dito. Hanggang dito na lang ako. But did you do something about it? I mean, did you do something about it? Kasi baka kaya hindi mo pa nahanap yung purpose mo, hindi mo naman hinahanap. Baka kaya walang opportunities na lumalabas sa buhay mo ay dahil hindi ka naman talaga naghahanap ng opportunities. Baka kaya walang nangyayari kasi wala ka namang ginagawa. Sorry. Nothing changes if nothing changes. And you have to hear it from me. Ikaw at ikaw lang din ang common denominator ng lahat ng nangyari sa'yo. At mas masakit ma-realize yun when it's already too late. It's so painful when you get to the end of your life realizing that you're the only person who's holding you back. So right now, you do have two options. You can choose to try again. You can choose to bring your spark back again. Or you can choose to give it all up that easily so that in time, when you're at a certain point of your life, you would ask yourself questions like, what if I tried? What if I give it one more try? It's either try mo lang ulit, take a break, revisit your passions, know your purpose, do a conscious effort on your end to discover who you are, or pwede namang magsisi ka na lang in the end. Actually, mas madali yung pangalawa. At mas matagal pang mangyayari yung pangalawa. But we have to suffer now, and that's the first option. If you want to suffer now, so that in the future, happy ka na, you're at peace na, or we're doing nothing now, and then mag-suffer tayo later. Like, yeah, you decide. For my final word, my friend, I think what you have to know is there's nothing wrong with you. But there is something wrong with the decisions you're making. And that's two completely different things. And I want you to understand that. There is nothing wrong with you. But there is something wrong and something has to change with the decisions you're currently making. Believe me, it will eventually get better without any sort of explanation. And one day you will just realize that you're no longer upset, you're no longer not okay, you're no longer stuck, You're no longer unhappy. You're no longer mad. You're no longer hurt. You're no longer in a state of confusion. You will eventually find yourself in a peaceful place. And God, you will enjoy that feeling. That's about it, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I know that you could have been somewhere else. You could have chosen a different podcast episode or a different podcaster, but you're here. So thank you so much for your time. Yeah, like every other podcast episode I have, of course, I'm curious to know your insights. For our Q&A, have you ever felt like you lost your spark? Ooh, that's deep. And for the poll section, what's your most favorite from these three? So again, one is take a break. Second is try to revisit your passions. And third is know your purpose. And then let me know in the poll. So you can also share your favorite takeaways on social media. You don't have any idea how happy I feel every time you guys are sharing me sa mga stories nyo and sa mga posts nyo. So don't forget to tag me at Risha Marceliana with all of your stories kasi I'd love to share them. Your feedback and thoughts are invaluable to me and you have no idea talaga. And I really can't wait to see what resonated most with you. Again, this has been your host and your friend Risha. Know that I'm grateful for you. I have always been. And I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you big time. I'll see you in the next few days, specifically next Monday. And don't forget to always keep moving. Bye.